I've never tested any single golf club from this brand in the past. This is a new club review, and not just any club review, introducing the ORKA RSI utility irons. These come in two different models. You've got the 2-iron, but you've also got the 4-iron, which is what I like to call it. It's a 21 degree, and the 2-iron is set to 17 degrees of loft, which is pretty low. You've got the exact same face, exact same head, it's just the loft is slightly different. So we should see when we try the 4-iron in this, they go a little bit higher and a little bit shorter than the 2-iron utility iron. And I've just hit a few in the net here at the Avery Indoor Golf Centre, where they actually custom fit these, and I thought, you know what, let's actually give this a try. And I was really impressed with this, so I want to share the results with you. So make sure you stick around to the very end of the video so you see how good this club really is. So first things first, I've set this to a 4-iron mode on the TrackMan. So I'm going to take the 4-iron just to get us started off. And with this 4-iron, do bear in mind it is a regular Tour Aldilla shaft. So we should see a few shots go a little bit more towards the right. The main reason is, if the shaft is too flexy for you, we should notice that the club face will leave itself a little bit more open at impact, making it go more to the right. So, my first overall thoughts on these golf clubs, I mean, looking at the way it sits down so nicely. I love how thin the actual golf club is. And for me, I'm a person that likes blades. I want to see a club and go, you know what, I want to hit this well. And I found that with these. I found that when I was actually setting up to the club here, they just sit really nice and just make me want to hit this as hard as I can and see where it goes. And don't forget, it's a utility iron, so we can do that because this club is designed to be hit usually off the tee. Don't get me wrong, you can hit this off the deck and into greens. You just might find it a little bit more difficult to get that spin and control on the greens. But we can have a look at that whilst we're trying these two golf clubs out in just a moment. The look of the club I absolutely love. You've got the nice Orca big writing on the back here, and you've got the RSI utility stamped on the bottom left hand corner. I'm really liking the look of these so far. So let's hit a couple of shots of this one. This is the 4-iron. I've set it to 4-iron on the TrackMan so we can see the results. Let's see what we think. First shot with the 4-iron. A little bit thin for the first shot. Wow, ball speed of 147, pretty impressive. Carrier 235, club head speed, that's pretty quick, 108. And a total distance of 257. A little bit pushed out to the right, but happy overall with the shot. Right, let's hit it again. And I must admit, gosh already, I mean, I've just got and pushed that one miles to the right. But I'm loving the feel of these straight away. And you can see there, as I said before, with that regular shaft, I might find it leaves the face open and goes a bit higher, and it's just done that. My carry's dropped dramatically. Right, I might just start trying to thin these and I might hit this well again. Right, let's just hit a few more and see what I think. That felt pretty nice. I think it's got a little bit to the left though. Yeah, it's a bit inconsistent, one pretty straight, one to the right and one to the left, but that's probably because of the shaft. So no excuses when I try the 2-iron with the pretty much extra stiff shaft that they've got on it. But we'll see. So that one there, club head speed was pretty good, carry was good as well, total distance very good at 256. I mean, this is a 21 degree, which is what you would call a 3-iron or a 4-iron. I like to just call it a 4-iron for this video, just to show you the difference between the 4 and the 2-iron. So let's hit this one again. Yeah, that is just so pure off the face, wow. Okay, so carry dropped dramatically again. I'm noticing similar results. When I'm thinning them, they're going a lot further. When I'm striking them pure, they're going a lot shorter. And the spin rate in the bottom right hand corner there, you should be able to see that. If not, it is 5,120. That's pretty high for a 4-iron. Ideally, we want to see that about 3,000, 3,500 maybe. Right, we'll hit 2 more shots. Ah, that wasn't great. Oh, a bit high, a bit to the right. Very similar results. I must admit I did see a lot more consistency with the 2 irons, so make sure you stick around for that part because it'll be interesting to see the difference in these two clubs. That was the best one, I reckon, a little bit to the right, but looking at the overall figures there, carry distance of 225, a total distance of 233, pretty good numbers there as well. We're still seeing the spin rate quite high at 4,800 though. One more just before we move on. But yeah, overall, loving the look and the feel of these golf clubs, but the shaft to me feels a little bit too light with it being a regular shaft. Okay, I thinned that one again a little bit. Yeah, it's gone a bit further again at 221, but the spin rate has dropped, which is why we've seen it go a little bit further. Right then, so let's try the 2 iron version, the 17 degree with the stiff shaft to see if that is better suited to me and see if we can get that consistency and distance going better and further. Okay, so now we're going to be trying the 2 iron. I've set it to a 2 iron setting, so we should see the most accurate results we can get from this TrackMan, and looking at it straight away, it seriously looks like a blade. And I'm not gonna lie, compared to my 2 iron, the P790 UDI, in fact it'd be quite interesting to do a comparison between those two. Comment below if you'd like to see that happen. But yeah, that is certainly looking more like a blade club. And as I said before, I was hitting this pretty well, so I reckon I'll see very similar results as I saw at the start. So more consistency and a lot more distance. Let's just see what we think. Okay, that one wasn't hit as well. Gone a bit out to the right. Carry distance was pretty good at 234, total of 246. And don't forget that was a duff shot, and compared to the other ones with the 4 iron, I was struggling to get it that far unless I thinned it. So we should see them go a little bit further now, if I strike it well. Let's hope. That was a much better strike and a much better trajectory for me. A lot lower, more penetrating. Clubhead speed has increased to 110 with a carry distance of 254 and a total distance of 276. So straight away there, they were the distances I was expecting from this club, and you can see there the spin rate has dropped. So everything is matching for me to say, yep, this is a really good 2 iron to look at purchasing. There's not enough data just yet, so let's just hit a few more and see if we can get accurate results like that one. But yeah, I'm loving the feel of the shaft, I'm loving the feel of the head. The grip for me is a little bit too thin. I would put a mid-sized grip onto this if I was to get one. Wow, yeah. Really, really good again. That's my natural sort of ball flight, a slight right to left draw. As you can see on the screen again, we're noticing some very similar figures, 250 carry and a total of 266. Spin rate went a little bit too high for me at 3,500, but on the whole, a very good shot again. And yeah, it feels so pure when you hit this off the middle. You think it'd be really hard to hit considering it's quite a bladed club, but as soon as you strike out the center, it feels magnificent. I'm not even going to lie, even with off-centered hits, it doesn't feel that bad. Yeah, of course, you can tell that you've hit them off-centre like with any golf club, but you think you'd be able to feel it a lot more with a club like this. But with the off-centered shots, you do find it a lot easier to get away with it, which is a go-to for anyone that's looking to buy a 2 iron. Really good shot again. I did duff it a little bit, which is why the spin rates increase and then the carry and total distances have decreased and the ball flight's gone a little bit higher, but on the whole again, accuracy wise, those last 3 shots have gone straight down the fairway. So really, really good. That was pure. I mean, that's the first one I've hit to the right, but I'm not disappointed with that. Some great figures again, very consistent numbers we're seeing here. 249.9, so pretty much 250, and the total distance of being 264. So I'm going to hit 2 more shots just to finish off, and then we can see the results, because I'm interested to see what the difference is between the 4 iron and the 2 iron, because technically, according to the golfing books, for every degree of difference you should see around 2.75 yards more. Because these two are 4-degree difference, we should see 10 to 12 yards more. Be interesting to see if it is that figure, or if it's less, or if it's more. I reckon it's going to be more, but we'll see. Bit thin. Still very good. I just want to hit 2 really good ones just so I can see what it pumps out to with the distance, because I mean I haven't hit that well at all, but it's still gone to nearly 260 yards. That was pretty good. Yeah, so straight away there's a big difference. A total of 270 yards with a 250 carry. I'm going to hit one more because the one previous wasn't the best, and then we can have a look at the numbers. Bit leaky out to the right, I did feel that, which is why the distance has dropped again and the total distance. But looking at their spin rate of 3,500 again, it's not ideal, but I would take it compared to what the 4-iron was giving me. So out of these two clubs, for getting distance, I would personally go for this one straight away because I've got a pretty consistent 4-iron, but also this here is giving me way more accuracy. Got to finish on a good one. Bit to the left, I think. Yeah, a little bit to the left. But same results again. When I'm striking them well, I am finding I'm hitting them that 250, finishing off at a total distance of nearly 270 yards, if not a little bit more. Let's gather this data then and have a look and see which one has come out on top in terms of dispersion, but also let's see how much further the 2-iron goes compared to the 4-iron. Okay, so looking at the results on here then, with the 4-iron, which is the one below, I have took a screenshot of this already, so take a look at this now. Looking at the carry distance, the average was 223 yards, as opposed to the 2-iron going an average of 244 yards. And with the 2-iron, I did hit a lot of thin shots as well, so if I was to take those out, it would carry a lot further in distance. Total distance with the 4-iron, it was totaling at around the 240 yard mark, with a few there at 256, 242, 257, but then I hit a few pretty normal ones because those are the ones that were quite thinned at 221, 219, 233 and 227, which brought the average straight down, which is a little bit more realistic for me looking at the shaft and the 4-iron head. But moving back on to the 2-iron, was a massive difference. Looking at the averages here is 262.3 yards, which is pretty mad. I mean, considering I've hit so many shots as well. I mean, look at that. I've hit how many shots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 shots I've hit, and that's coming out with the average. For every degree, you should see a 2.75 distance gain. Well, 4 degrees. Looking at that, well, no, we've actually seen, rather than 10 to 12 yards, we've seen well over 25 yards gain, which is pretty mad. I honestly think we should do a comparison, don't you? Let's test my TaylorMade P790 against this Orca RSI utility iron and see which one comes out on top for distance and accuracy. So just so you can see on the video, we are now going to be taking, so my 2-iron is going to be taking on the Orca utility iron. Let's see which one comes out on top. I'm going to start off now because we've got some data on the Orca 2-iron. I'm just going to change this to, a 2 hybrid. So 2 hybrid is going to be the TaylorMade P790 on this one, just so we can get a good comparison when we look at these later on. Okay, let's change that back to tracer, and we are gonna hit the first shot with mine. Because I have mid-size grips and I add extra laser tape onto this, straight away it feels much nicer to grip onto, and this is a extra stiff hybrid shaft which has been cut down, specifically made for someone like me. This shaft is going to be more suitable for me, so do bear this in mind after I show you the results from the two clubs. Looking down at the club, you can see this one's a lot thicker compared to the Orca. I do love the look of this, not gonna lie, but I do like the look of that sort of forged blade iron, pro iron. Okay, I've absolutely mullered that one. 157 ball speed, 240 carry with a total of 251. So the spin rate there was quite high again at 4,300. Let's hit another shot and see what we think. It was a little bit thin, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm pushing these quite a lot to the right. I just want to understand why, because I'm hitting them fairly well, to be fair. 240 carry and 257. It could be very close between these two clubs. I'm going to really try and set up for a draw here because I'm actually not too sure why I'm hitting all these to the right. Ah! Where on earth am I aiming? Anyway, although I'm not hitting it the best today, we can still see the stats later on in this video. So I'm going to take in the mick out of me in the comments section below to say that I am rubbish for 2-iron, because I'm really not. I do love this club. It's a go-to club for me in the bag when the driver isn't going so well. Right, I'll tell you what, let's just aim a little bit more to the left. Could be my alignment. Well, I thought I was going to go miles left, but it's actually set off on target. Carry distance of 247 with a total of 259. Looking at this here, the club head speed might have increased ever so slightly because this shaft is extra stiff, but does feel a little bit lighter, so that could be the reason. Really, really nice again. Well, don't think you can get much straighter than that, can you? Carry 247. Club head speed of 111. Right, okay, calm down. Total 258. Okay. Just so I'm not making up these numbers, I'm going to move back to the Orca 2-iron now. I'm just going to swap them, just for proof. I'm not even going to cut this part of the video. You can see there on this camera and that camera over there that I am changing them now. Excuse me. I'm going to aim a little bit more to the left like I have been doing and see if they go straight, and more importantly, do they go further? Okay, that was really pure. Wow, okay. 250 carries 111 miles an hour. Club head speeds are very similar again, with a total distance of 268. Spin rates come down quite a bit though, 3,380 if you want to be specific. Just hit 2 more and then we'll have a look at the stats. Really nice again. Oh, hello. I'm getting in the rhythm now. I've pumped that one out to 271. Pretty impressive. And I am being serious. I haven't heard of this brand up until I started working here. So that's how new I am to all these different brands. One more. That was really nice again. Oh, might have to get fitted myself. 251 and 272. Let's have a look at the figures now and see which one comes out on top. Let's change it to the table. Okay, so as you can see on the grid here, I'll take another screenshot of this just so you all can see this. But the red hybrid is my TaylorMade 2-iron UDI, and looking at the carry distances there, on average it's 243, but look at how consistent they are: 247, 247, 240, 239, 240. Really consistent numbers there. Bear in mind I hit a lot more shots with the Orca, and it has come out on average a carry distance of 3 yards further at 246, and I've hit a couple quite short there at 231, 234. So bear that in mind. If I take those two out, the bad ones, then that would go up quite a bit. Moving on to the total distance between these two, mine is 255 yards total distance. You can see the spin rates there is quite high at 4,058. When we look at the Orca, right, and as I said before, I'm not trying to sell this to you, but it looks like I am, because look at the total distance here. It has finished off for me on average 263.7 yards. There is a big increase there of, what's that? So that's 263, 255, well, big increase, 8 yards. But for a pro like me, that does make a huge difference. Looking at the spin rates there of 3,555, that is nearly 500 RPM less on average, which is huge. That is massive actually. So looking at those figures there, that could be the main reason why that figure's coming out on top. The Orca is able to get me less spin off the club face, which is going to make the ball go even further. So there you have it. About time I could sit down. Right, so there you have it. As I said before, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, why not check out these two videos over here to help you improve your golf, and also check out some more reviews. Why not comment down below and let me know what you would like to see in the next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to help me grow my brand and channel. Thank you so much for watching yet again, and I'll see you in the next video.